Penn and Teller Theater in Las Vegas, Nevada, here's our host, Allison Hannigan.
Since I started doing this show, I figured I should learn some magic. So I got the Penn and Teller Magic Kit, in stores now, and I learned how to do this. First, I have to enchant the deck. And I'm gonna make my favorite card, the Ace of Hearts, magically appear. It's nerve-wracking. Did I fool ya?
Yes.
Any performer who can fool the mighty Penn and Teller earns a spot in their Las Vegas Spectacular. So let's meet our first contender.
Hi, I'm Alex Ramon, a magician and showman. I was the first magician and second youngest ringmaster in the history of Ringling Brothers Circus. Zing, zang, zoom! Zing, zang, zoom are the magic words, not abracadabra. We invented our own magic words. Come on, say it with me. Zing, over here, zang, and on this side, zoom. Performing as the ringmaster on Ringling Brothers Circus really was my graduate school. I learned so much performing in some of the largest arenas in the world. I think the old magic of the past has to be re-engineered to come up with something unique that no one's ever seen before. And that's my job, and hopefully I do that for my audience.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Alex Ramon.
Thank you. Thank you very much. My name is Alex Ramon, and I've had the privilege of performing my magic to millions around the world. And one thing I found they all have in common: no one ever trusts a magician. But as a magician, creating an illusion in your mind is very different than lying to people. See, app, which is a state-of-the-art lie detector. And it's been specifically tuned to the pitch in my voice, and it can recognize and then analyze any inconsistencies within my vocal patterns. At least that's what the app says. And the best part is, it's free. I'll show you how it works. The microphone in the front listens to what I have to say. If I tell the truth, if I decide to tell a lie, you'll all hear it. So if I say, hello, my name is Alex Ramon. I'm happy to be on Fool Us performing my magic. That's the truth. If I say Teller needs to keep it down a little bit, you can see the difference between the truth and a lie. Science is a wonderful thing. So today, I thought I would accept the challenge and finally put an end to all the speculation. I'm actually going to attempt an illusion using this iPad with the lie detector app activated. And that way you'll know that I'm a trustworthy person and that my magic has nothing to do at all with lying. Let me rephrase that. My magic has nothing to do with deception. Sometimes I tell the truth. Okay, that was close. Here's the idea. I'm gonna place the iPad in this box. Now you can see the box is just big enough to hold the iPad perfectly. I'm gonna make the iPad disappear, and I'm going to do it by only telling the truth. And this app will make sure of it. I think I should mention this app already has over 3,500 reviews, all of which are 5 stars. I'll place the iPad in the box, and I hope you're all watching closely. I hope some of you are going to watch me closely. You can make this easier for me if you'd all look away for the next few minutes. All right. The amazing part is if I wave my hands and I snap my fingers like this, the iPad completely disappears. The iPad appears to be gone. You can't see it. Thank you. Thank you. Look, I'll open up the door. You can see that I've done it. You have no idea where it could be. You can't see it. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that I must be an awfully clever magician to be. You're thinking I must have studied for years to make the iPad. You're thinking it's on the other side. I'll show you. As you can see, the iPad's completely gone. As you can see, it's no longer in the box. As you can see, you can't see it. Look, you've seen this side of the box. You've seen this side of the box. All right, look. This honesty thing is hard work. I thought you'd believe me, but no one ever does, which is why I'll have to prove it. And this is why you should always believe me. Or believe I may tell the truth occasionally. And if you remember anything, remember, a dishonest person tells the truth now and then. Thank you very much.
Because you really did make it disappear.
Well, the question is, do you trust me?
Well, should I trust you?
I don't know.
It's not that I don't trust you. I just think it's a trick question. Does that make sense? I'm like, well, yeah.
You can trust me.
But it's not that I don't trust you.
In general, magicians.
Yes.
Okay.
Will you tell the audience about when you were 16?
Oh, man.
Please?
Okay. So I was 16 years old. I did magic shows. That's the only job I've ever had. Never done anything else. Did magic shows. I saved my money, bought me and my dad a ticket. We went to Caesar's Magical Empire. We saw Penn and Teller. We saw everybody, all the guys. Oh. And of course, at every single show, I'm dressed in like a three-piece suit that was like so baggy. I looked ridiculous. I was like this 16-year-old in this baggy suit doing all these magic shows, but it's because
you
that's what I
probably
wanted
thought
to
that
do.
was like you were the coolest.
Oh yeah, I thought I was like, you know,
like,
the big
I'm gonna
wide tie.
Up. And you saw Penn and Teller.
I saw them. I saw more magic shows than I think I ever have in 3 days.
And here you are performing in front of Penn and Teller now. Yeah. That is amazing. All right. Well, I'm gonna check in with Penn and Teller. Penn, Teller. What do you think?
It's great to see, you know, a lot of the people on this show are very good at magic, but haven't lost the best performers you've had on here. And it made it very difficult to play with you. I can also, you know, I hear back, since we're in our third season, I hear back from a lot of young people that watch the show and want to learn magic because of it. What they can learn from this is how to take a trick that is a beginner trick in magic, the die box.
Right.
It's a trick you can buy. They can look it up on YouTube. They can go right on the internet and type in die box, and they'll find out all about it. They can learn this trick, they can buy this trick, and they still won't know how you did it, right. Which I think is a wonderful thing. It's what's called a sucker gag. What you're doing there, and what you've done, which to me is a complete miracle, is you've made the die box, what's in the die box, interesting. And making the iPad another character that answers back to your patter is fabulous. It's so good, we wish we didn't have a guess of how it's done, and I think there's a chance we're wrong, and if we're wrong, we're gonna be very happy with you fooling us, because you fooled us with everything, with just pure showbiz, with good thinking, and with standing on the shoulders of giants, taking the die box and making it better. But we have a guess, and we're not giving it to you without a guess. Teller's written something down, and I want to see this. But it is a version of the die box where the iPad goes there.
Got it.
No.
Got it.
You are so good.
Hey, thank you.
So good.
Thank you.
Oh, but you were such a joy to watch.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alex Ramon. So wonderful. Thank you. More amazing tricks coming up, including one from our very own Penn and Teller. More Fool Us after this. Welcome back to Penn and Teller Fool Us, home of the quickest hands and minds on TV. Let's meet our next magician.
Magic's everything to me. I'm very much driven on big and movement and energy. I'm not a sit-down kind of guy. My wife and I decided to open up our own theater in Niagara Falls. It's really been a big challenge. Creative freedom is probably the biggest thing the theater's offered me. I can do whatever I want. We can make people disappear, reappear. We can do whatever we want to fantasize. But that also comes with a bit of a problem. I am now responsible for everything that doesn't work. We have 5 tigers. We have a lot of birds in the shows. Owning the theater comes down to hard work. It sounds easy. Open up a magic show, people will come. But it takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, and you have to love it. If you don't, it's going to eat you up quick.
Our next performer comes to us from Niagara Falls and arrived here by barrel. So please welcome Greg Fruin.
Allison.
Woo! Oh, man, that was intense.
Thank you very much.
All right,
You're breathing almost as hard as I am.
Well, I wasn't breathing through that entire thing. I find myself, like, holding my breath and then being a little dizzy when I come out. But I'm glad you survived.
I did okay.
I'm a little worried about your friend there.
Don't worry, she knows the safe word.
Okay, good. So you live in Canada.
Yeah, I have a theater up in Canada, in Niagara Falls, the Greg Fruin Theater. Took us about 2 months to figure the name out.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And you do acts like this in your show?
That's correct. Our show's very large. Illusions like this. I actually have 5 tigers, about 30 birds, 2 dogs, 2 kids, and a wife.
Wow. Who's the most trouble?
The husband.
Good answer. Growing up, were your kids like the most popular kids because you had 5 tigers?
Well, kind of. Here's the interesting thing. My daughter actually came home from school one day and she said, Dad, I was at school and I said to my friends, oh, I have cats. And they said, yeah, we have cats too. And then she didn't realize that our cats are a little bit bigger.
Yeah. So is this a one-of-a-kind? You created it and...
That's correct. This is actually an illusion I created, and I actually built this myself.
Well, that's amazing and disturbing. All right. Well, I've given them enough time,
Okay.
so I'm going to interrupt whatever they're doing.
Uh-oh.
Penn, tell her.
There you are interrupting us again. Man, this is the biggest trick we've had. And in my world, bigger is always better.
You and me are both on the same page.
And I'll also tell you that bigger is also fool people a lot easier with a small deck of cards than you can with a big spectacle.
And it takes more people. It's not just me.
Yeah, and you have wonderful people assisting you, wonderful dancers. The whole production is absolutely beautiful. You know, there's a technique in magic, and I'm going to say the words here because your use of it is so good that I could almost give it away without guess right. All I can see is Elvis. And that's the basic principle, and it's so well misdirected that you have to have a pretty sophisticated knowledge of magic to put this together. We thought it was beautiful and the biggest, and therefore, the best.
Thank you very much.
So do they understand how you did it?
Yeah, they've got an idea how we did it.
They do.
Now, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Did I entertain you?
Tremendous.
Thank you.
It's fabulous.
You entertained all of us. Thank you so much. Fred Fruin. Thank you. We've got plenty more magic, including something special from Penn and Teller. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Welcome back to Penn and Teller Fool Us. Let's meet our next potential fooler.
My name is Vinny Grasso. I perform a smart, sophisticated, and sometimes cerebral type of magic. I am an author, magician, speaker, consultant, very focused individual. Harry Houdini was the longest-running president of the Society of American Magicians. It's just crazy to think that I was also the president of this organization. I've done this effect before, but not like this, and the way I've modified it is really an homage to Penn and Teller. I can probably count on one hand the number of times I've been really nervous or fearful before a show or a routine that I'm doing, and this is going to be one of them.
Classy Vinny Grasso.
Thank you. A magician wearing a tuxedo. How many of you get the sense that something cheesy is about to go down? Throughout my life, I've been labeled a picky eater. Many people say I have a problem. I like to think of it as a gift. I have an acute, superhuman-like sense of taste. I'll prove it in the most scientific way a magician knows how, with a deck of cards. And a volunteer. Choosing a volunteer, there's an art to it. You need to find someone that has just the right temperament, someone that won't upstage you. I found the perfect person backstage. Please welcome Carrot Top.
Yeah. Hi. Hello. How are you? Nice to meet you. Oh, fellas. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. It was fun.
Carrot Top, can you inspect these? Great,
Yes,
thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Check them out. Make sure there's nothing wrong with it. I can tell that some of you are skeptical, well, at least 2 of you. So I'm going to eliminate any possibility of me doing something sneaky. Nothing wrong with the cards, right?
Good. They look good.
Okay.
A little out of order, but they're good.
I'd like you to check my ears out. Make sure I'm not hiding any sort of listening device.
Let's see here.
Nothing there?
You look cough real quick. All right. Okay.
We'll get to that.
You look good. You
Okay.
look clean. You look clear.
Great. I could be wearing a wire. You know, some sort of signaling apparatus?
Yes. Shall I fill you up?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. They don't seem terribly convinced.
Oh, wait. Oh, my God. Oh, man. I had the same thing.
They're not 100% convinced.
Now I need the flashlight again.
And I'm not going there with you. Carrot Top,
Yes.
you're going to have to vouch for them.
Okay. Do I stand here? Stay here, yes?
Right over here.
Over here, okay. Don't know what I'm doing. Oh, and that's it? Okay, good, that's it. Ah, man. The water is very cold. The water is very cold.
Carrot Top.
Yes, no.
Do you see anything funny?
Yes.
Let me rephrase that. Am I wearing a wire?
No, you're not wearing it. No, I don't believe so. No, I feel like Carrot Bottom right now, but okay.
Finally, I'm gonna eliminate my sense of sight.
It's already better. You can't see me. It's already better. We need one more piece of tape.
I need you to take the card.
Oh, man.
Crap.
Yeah.
It's okay, I carry a spare.
Oh, am I supposed to get these, though?
Yeah, you can use these right over here.
That's great. That's great. Okay.
Can you check those out?
Check these out.
Yeah, make sure there's nothing wrong with those either. And I'd also like you to remove one card.
Okay.
And look at that card. Show it to the audience. Now, even though my eyes are clearly shut, some people may think I can peek. So never show the face of the card to me, okay? I'll take that as a yes. I've eliminated any possibility of me knowing what your card is, with the exception of my incredible sense of taste. So I'm going to stick my tongue out, and I'd like you to tap the card, just the tip, on my tongue.
Should it go back in its holding spot?
With my acute sense of taste,
Seemed easy.
I can tell that your card is red, am I right?
Yes.
Of course I am. I get it though. It could have been a lucky guess. Tap it again.
Okay. You have a beautiful tongue, by the way.
A diamond.
Pretty good.
It was either that or hearts.
Okay, yes.
Tap it one more time, but hold it a second longer.
Now you're getting weird.
Carrot Top, with my acute, superhuman-like sense of taste, I can tell that your card is not just red, not only a diamond, but it is the king of diamonds.
That's pretty good.
Ladies and gentlemen, Carrot Top, thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
How did you do that? Ladies and gentlemen, Vinny Grosso. Okay, where are you? Nice to meet you. Hi. Okay, this is gonna be awkward. Can
Just
I
keep your eyes
stand
up,
over
you'll be
here? Okay. Well, first of all, I want to thank you for letting Carrot Top be your assistant and not me.
Should I be offended by that?
Well, do you need some clothes? Should I
We'll
help
get
you?
there.
Okay. I'll just take off my heels because I don't think I want to be too high up. There we go. That's better. That's much better. And are you hoping that by being naked, that's sort of a distraction technique?
I don't know. You can't really distract them.
Right.
They've seen it all, literally.
Which one of us do you think is more uncomfortable? You or me?
Since I've been doing this quite a few times,
Probably.
I was probably more than you the first time I did this, but now, yeah.
What if you fool them? Are you going to come out to get your trophy?
Of course.
Really?
No.
No, okay. Penn, Teller, let's help. Help me. Can you expose his trick?
Boy, this is a great act. I do want to give you a little bit of trivia. The first full frontal male nude on stage in Las Vegas on the Strip. Do you know who that was?
Is it you too?
Yes.
Yeah.
We are the first people.
Yeah.
We did a thing where we wanted to show nothing up our sleeves, but you added to that the idea of wearing a wire, which is really, everybody knows that from police television shows, and adding that in is really nice. This whole thing is perfectly justified. It's really great. I also want to make clear, it's very important to people at home, Carrot Top was not a stooge. Well, Carrot Top is a stooge in the sense that
There was
he's a
nothing
stooge,
prearranged.
But there was nothing prearranged.
Yes.
He was not part of the trick
And
whatsoever.
he had no idea what I was doing.
I also think, and I'm going to ask you this, I believe the blindfold is legit. Is that right? I'd never seen the eyelids taped down with clear tape. When you put more stuff over it, it's easy to fake, but I don't think you faked the blindfold at all.
I didn't.
I think it's an actual blindfold.
Yes.
And that's a really cool way to do it. And Houdini, you know, did a lot of stuff nude, and then he would use the fact that he was nude and had something in the way to actually help with the trick. And we think you've justified that screen perfectly, and we do not trust that screen. Could we look at that screen? Can we examine the screen?
Absolutely,
I think there's
you
some sort of cueing device behind the screen.
I just want you to know objects behind the screen appear smaller than what they really are.
Oh my goodness, I'm so glad I don't have their job. Wow. 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 Wow.
You fooled us. You fooled us.
Hey, I'll let you get that. Yeah. No. Woo. Okay. Woo. Oh, dear. Oh, my God. Okay. Thank you, Benny. Woo. You fooled him. Oh, he can keep that trophy. One successful fooler so far. Will there be more? Find out after this. Welcome back to Fool Us. Penn and Teller thought they had that last guy figured out, but he fooled them. Let's see how they do with our next performer.
Hi, I'm Arthur Trace, and I'm the Artful Deceiver. Initially, magic found me. I was in the 2nd grade, and a teacher assigned a take-home project, which was basically an old trick that magicians do known as the cups and balls. Once I learned how to do that trick, I was hooked. Like any art, I think magic adds beauty to the world. If it allows audiences to escape, that's a pretty major thing. Every artist has an inspiration, and lately, my inspiration is time. How we keep track of time is something that human beings invented. You know, as a magician, I can play with that and create different ways of seeing time.
Our next performer met and proposed to his wife in the famous Magic Castle, which means both she and his act might be unreal. Please welcome Arthur Trace.
Ta-da! No, that's not the trick. Tonight, we're traveling through another dimension. Oh, yeah. A dimension not only of sight, sound, and mind, but also of illusion. Yeah. You see, tonight I will leave it up to you to decide what is real and what is not. Wouldn't it be great if there was a place where time stood still? This idea has always fascinated me. You see, if I could actually control the flow of time, I could perform some great magic. Now, you may find a better use for stopping time other than a trick, although right now, the only thing that I can think about is how to create a better mystery. Allison, would you please join me center stage as the audience gives you a thunderous round of applause? Very nice to meet you, Allison.
Nice to meet you.
Allison, here is what you will be in charge of.
Okay.
The black bag. Please hold on to it like so, like I'm holding it.
Okay.
There you go. Just take a peek inside, seeing that it's empty, and then hold it all the way to your right, just with your right hand so I can't reach inside the bag. Okay. Yeah, all the way out. That way I can't get anywhere near. Now, Allison, here is what I am in charge of. The egg. Allison, my goal is to get the egg from here to inside that bag without you even knowing it. A feat that's much easier to accomplish if I... or stop the flow of time. Now, to you, it may have seemed like nothing happened. Although while you were frozen in time, and you were, except for Allison, I managed to put the egg I'll take the bag, Allison, please. Thank you. The egg inside the bag. Perhaps I can use the same method in order to make it vanish. Allison, please, you can still feel the egg, yes? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, that is until... It disappears, leaving nothing but the bag. You see, if you weren't suspended in time, you would have seen that I removed the egg from the bag and put it back inside my jacket pocket. Any questions? Allison, you're doing great. One last time, hold on to the bag like so.
Okay.
Just take a peek inside, seeing that it's empty, and then hold it all the way to your right, just with your right hand so I can't reach inside the bag. The egg, all the way from here to there. Once again, the trickery takes place. Bring the suspension of time. The proof? Yeah, the proof is completely clear. You know, Allison, go ahead, give it a shake. I'll let you do the honor. Reach your hand inside the bag and remove the egg.
What?
It worked! It worked.
That was crazy.
Now, some of you may feel the pausing of time is just an illusion, but it's not the pausing of time that's the illusion. The time itself is the illusion. As you'll notice that the sand of time is completely gone. Allison, if I may, I'll take the egg, please. Thank you. After all, the concept of time, it's a human invention. A concept that was given birth to shortly after the creation of life itself. The question still exists, right? Arthur Trace, can you really stop time? Well, that's kind of like asking me if I really took a bite out of that apple. Of course I did. And by the way, Penn and Teller, if you're hungry, the apple is all yours.
Wow. Amazing. Okay, so where can I get one of these time things? Because that would be very helpful with my children.
I'll set you up, Allison.
Okay, so all this talking, and does that make you feel like, hey, that's pretty good. That's a good sign, rather than like, no, that's all right. We don't need to talk about it. We'll just go.
They're pretty smart guys, so...
No, but I think, like, when they talk a lot, I mean, they're not, like, talking about what they had for dinner. Like,
I don't
right?
know, they could be. It looks, I mean, if they did have something for dinner, it doesn't look like it was very good.
It does look like they're ready or hungry. Let's see. Are you ready?
Yes, I think we are,
Okay.
Arthur. Great act. I got to tell you, you're at a little bit of a disadvantage. If you ask anyone who's known me for years, they will tell you that the trick that I hate the most in magic is the egg bag. Keller was working on it for months and months and months. We were first working together, and I never liked a single thing he did with it. He tried every presentation possible. The little weasel has been trying to find some way to sneak the egg bag into our show, and he has never done it because in Teller's hands, it sucks. But your version, with the time of a classic, the
Wait. Oh, wait,
gotta
it's
help
back
him.
here.
You gotta help
I didn't see.
the egg bag, which is a classic of magic, and even though I don't like it, you did it really, really beautifully. And the apple and the bowl and all the time stuff, it was just a wonderful turn on Malini's egg bag. Just a wonderful, wonderful turn on it. Just fabulous.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So are you confident they know how you did stop time?
Yeah, they're right on the apple.
All right, well, you are amazing to me and
you,
to
Allison.
everyone else.
Thank
and
you.
thank you so much. Okay, let's hear it for Arthur Trace. Thank you. Bye. Up next, our grand finale featuring our magic men of the hour, Penn and Teller. For over 4 decades, these boys have been dazzling audiences around the world. Showing no signs of slowing down, here are the unstoppable Penn and Teller.
Now don't go running away. Stay right here, because we're gonna teach Allison a trick. This is a simple trick. It's also a trick you can learn. You can do at home for your friends. We don't give away much like that. So here's the whole thing. You see, I'm gonna reach in my pocket here and pull out a deck of cards. Now, this is a trick you'll be able to do. You have a deck of cards, and just have somebody, you know, it doesn't matter what card you picked. There's no card force you have to learn. Just, I'm gonna riffle and just say stop.
Stop.
This doesn't matter at all. And this is the card you chose. I'm just gonna, I can see it too. Normally you wouldn't see it yourself, but I'm just talking you through it. It's the 3 of clubs you chose, okay? I'm gonna take that card, I'm gonna put it anywhere in the deck. You might notice I'm kind of rubbing my fingers like this. You notice me doing that?
Yeah.
When I went for the cards, I reached into both pockets at once. The reason I reached into both pockets at once is I have in this pocket a piece of bacon, okay? And this bacon has a strong smell to it, and I rubbed my fingers on it, and then when I came up and you knew what card you picked, I rubbed it all over the card. Now I can put that card anywhere in the deck I want. I can have you shuffle them, an audience member shuffle them, I can shuffle them, and that card is lost in the deck, except it has that little bit of nice greasy bacon smell, okay? And all you gotta do is once you get the nice greasy bacon smell, all the work is done. Just find yourself a friend. I'm gonna use Teller as the friend here. You put him in a contraption like this. Have a seat right here, Teller. Now, it's important to know that I was using a kind of vegan bacon where there's no danger of trichinosis. And the reason for that is you take the cards and put them right in your friend's mouth, just like that, okay? Now, he doesn't have to do any work at all. He doesn't know anything. I don't have to know anything. All you gotta do is take a little cloth like this and keep it a secret by closing it up like this. Now, this is self-working. Remember, the audience, when you're doing this at home, will not know that there's a little bit of bacon smell on the card. They're not gonna know that. How could they know that? It's just in your left pocket. Then you go over and you bring out animals, because they always love animals in Las Vegas, right? Now, these are just a regular bunch of regular rats. I guess they're called Norwegian rats or sewer rats. You can get these anywhere. You know, we got these out behind the dumpster. They cost you nothing. They don't even have to be trained, because from now on...
When's coming out?
Oh, I think we're okay.
No, it's fine.
From now on, it's just instinct. Teller does no work. I do no work. The rats do all the work right here. You just pour them in like that. You put them in, you close it up, and then you just wait for nature to do its work. Now, Audience doesn't know anything, and all of a sudden, when the time is right, you just have to come in here with me and say with me, is this your card? Ready? Is this your card? The 3 of clubs. That's a trick that you can do at home. You do that for your children right there. 3 of clubs. Let it go full us. Be back next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a medic. Good night. We'll see you next week.